So this is a song that I wrote quite a few months ago, I think. I posted the words on Facebook a while ago, and people are wondering what it's going to sound like. It's called The Good Old Days, and it's reflecting on what people talk about the good old days. And they were good in a lot of ways, but, and we'll just kind of leave it at but. I remember the good old days, innocent eyes and hearts ablaze. Played outside until the street lights came on, and listened to the radio for your favorite songs. Call your friends and hang out at the mall, but those good old days weren't so good for all. Little Johnny was my best friend. Too many people wanted that to end. We don't care if you're black or brown, just go and live on the other side of town. Hey, and don't you know your place? Put on a dress and doll up your face. We'll let you work if you know how to type. Sit in my lap, girl, don't you put up a fight. I remember the good old days, innocence lost and the streets ablaze. Forced inside when the street lights came on, and listened to the radio full of protest songs. Marches and speeches on the Capitol Mall. Those good old days weren't so good for all. Hey Ray, you can't love that guy. He'll bring on hate and make your mama cry. Back in the closet, he'll give you a shove. You'll burn in hell with that kind of love. Come on, Allie, get back to class. Put down that sign or we'll beat your ass. Voice of dissent is starting to grow for Dad in Ohio. I remember the good old days, innocence lost and the streets ablaze. Forced inside when the street lights came on, and listened to the radio full of protest songs. Marches and speeches on the Capitol Mall. Those good old days weren't so good for all. Just pretend that the past was ideal. Tell yourself the hate wasn't real. Ban that book up on that shelf. Watch history repeat itself. Life was easier for this straight white man, for reasons I wish I didn't understand. We can't stay silent, it's happening still. It's time for a change, we must find the will. I remember the good old days, innocence lost and the streets ablaze. Forced inside when the street lights came on, and listened to the radio full of protest songs. Marches and speeches on the Capitol Mall. Those good old days weren't so good for all. Those good old